Hey everyone, we are here with Rob Charles from Goldfingr today, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his project and some of his views on the industry. So Rob, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great. Thank you. How about yourself?
Yeah, good. Nice little event downstairs. Definitely some interesting projects, doing some interesting things, big things. We missed each other at the AIBC summit, so it's a good chance to catch up with you and get some views from yourself.
Thank you.
Cool. So first question I have is, why do you do what you do?
Why I do what I do? I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years, investor for 16 years. Made a lot of money, lost a lot of money. I came back to my original concept in 2001, which was to create global change. I'm crystal clear that I need to connect power structures that we're working together collectively into this mastermind network. And that's really solves the complex problems of today. Ultimately, I'm creating a system that uplifts consciousness.
Okay. So for those who don't know you, what is your current role within the blockchain space?
So, I'm founder CEO of a company called Goldfingr. We're a members-only global investment club based on the mastermind principle. We are industry agnostic, so we don't just invest in blockchain and crypto projects. However, we recently won the award at the AIBC award ceremony as the best investment club of the year, 2019. It's a global award. So we have the top projects, top investors. We've got all that down into an ecosystem. So we have really top projects in all industries coming towards us because we want access to the Goldfingr and access to our.
So would you say you're disrupting many different industries at the moment, or well, how would you say you're disrupting the blockchain space specifically, and then what other industries are kind of like your main disruptors?
Let's say, in order to say disruption, I mean, some people would say disruption. I like to say we're solving problems. We're solving many problems at the exact same time. Like I said, I've been on both sides of the equation for a couple of decades. I talk to entrepreneurs, investors all day, every day, and I'm one both myself. And there's huge inefficiencies. First off, everyone needs capital, even investors need capital. Secondly, the world's built on relationships. It's not a mass market world out there, although LinkedIn, Instagram, and so forth is, but that's not our use case for raising capital for investing. The world's built on personal relationships, so meaning investors got to like and trust the entrepreneurs, they got to meet them in person. It's a series of engagements and relationship building process. It's not necessarily when we go to a conference like AIBC, which is amazing, by the way, and there's great conferences that's around the world. You don't need to meet 1,000, 2,000 people or whatever. You can't manage those relationships. You need to meet the top 25 or 50. So and it's not only that, it's resources. You're taking capital and you're deploying it to other resources. So I said years ago, my hypothesis was, well, if I can create an ecosystem of vetted capital and resources, it's eclectic, it could be legal, it could be accounting, it could be business development, all the companies need to scale in different markets. We're solving all these problems at the exact same time through personal relationships. So we're like an incubator, accelerator, think tank, social club, investment club, social network, all in one. And it works. We're profitable.
It sounds absolutely great. And what got you into blockchain and crypto itself? And how long have you been involved professionally?
So I've been pretty much early in most of the stuff that, pretty much everything. My first tech startup in 1996 was original online art gallery, about 20 years too early. Failed miserably. I started investing in cannabis in 2003. People know cannabis and hemp, blah, blah, blah. I was in it right when it opened up in Los Angeles 16 years ago. Same thing with, if you look at the waves, blockchain crypto is definitely the next wave. I saw it coming early on. Unfortunately, because I've been through multiple crashes, I didn't get in as early on Bitcoin as I wish I would have, but I didn't get in. But at the same time, I have a law degree as well. I've been a little bit more, let's not go in for all the compliance stuff, right? Let's make sure that, because I knew exactly what was going to happen. You're going to have, just like the first tech bubble, you're going to have this wave, it's going to crash, right? Which would happen in 2000 when I was in tech in New York. And then you have a slow, sustainable growth over a period of time. I can remember in 1996 when the big debate was no one's gonna ever buy anything online, but to try to buy clothes and stuff online, that's ridiculous, it's ludicrous. Is internet a new fad? All this stuff, right? And then now look what is going on with retail. Retail's having a problem. There's stores shutting down in New York. Macy's is going out of business. Is actually relocating. I mean, so everything's been disrupted. So now things are going exponential in all aspects. And what we're doing is bringing in the top minds, the top deals, the top investors, working collectively to help accelerate that process 100-fold.
Great. And what would you say is one of the most integral parts to building innovating blockchain projects or products?
Well, first off, the way I built my company since the first tech bubble in 2000, because that was the original crash. What happened? Similar thing happened with the ICO crash, right? You have all these people that want to tokenize everything. I want to tokenize a napkin. I want to tokenize whatever. I'm putting this on the blockchain. Sometimes projects don't need to be on the blockchain first. Right? So to answer your question, first off, they have to have a real business model. You have to have a business. What type of business? So you solve a problem, you can have an idea. Are you able to execute? Some companies tell me, oh, we're on the blockchain. Well, how many users do you have? How are you, you can set your architecture, system architecture up first, where you can scale into the blockchain, but sometimes projects don't need to be on the blockchain at stage 1 or stage 2 or stage 3, right? It's about sequencing for entrepreneurs, which a lot of entrepreneurs seem to forget this. It's about what type of does the management team, are you able to pull this off? Are you does the project have a real revenue, a real business behind it? And is it scalable? All these things, and there are some good projects, and 90% of these will fail. Just like 90% of all projects fail. But then you'll have an ongoing set of these projects, and the people that can sustain, during these times will be the market leaders, and there will be a whole evolution. So some of the technology itself is still behind, but at the same time, it's an ongoing process. It's only going to get better, and it's just going to evolve. Very fast pace.
Definitely. And what do you think is the primary challenge facing blockchain projects today?
The primary challenge right now, I would say right now is private equity investment right now, because what happened with the ICO crash before, you had all of these, say, shit coins or projects that were, people made a lot of money and lost a lot of money, and maybe there was a lot of projects that, but it's given a bad taste. I'm American. It's given a bad taste to a lot of traditional investors in America. They'll warm up to it, but obviously for these projects to work, any project to work, you need some sort of resources. Now, sometimes companies say they need 5 million, maybe they only need $1 million. That's one of the things we help with Goldfingr is you might not need as much capital as you think you do if you have all these other resources, but you do need some capital at some point. So that's I would say, the major, let's say, issue right now, or problem. So these companies need capital to be able to access private equity. And that's one of the things that we're doing, is we're connecting the top capital with the top projects through that club.
Yeah, definitely. And last question now. What are your views on the future of blockchain and cryptocurrencies? And what industries do you feel will be most disrupted with possible mass adoption within the next 10 years? So if we had mass adoption within the next 10 years, what do you think would be like the first thing that would be most disruptive?
Well, I can say the first thing, we're currently working on the smart cities projects right now. And we're co-investing in smart city projects. We're helping them scale in different markets. So when you're talking about an entire city on the blockchain, Think of Dubai blockchain. Right? So within that, there's different verticals. We have healthcare, infrastructure, government, financial. So I think it's all being disrupted. The paradigms of every paradigm. I've always said this for over 10 years now. They're all broken. Systems are broken. Education systems are broken. The media is broken. The financial markets are broken. The currency is broken. All this stuff, right? And there's people holding on to this with these old. And not saying that it's going to all go away. It won't. But they're starting to crumble. And there's new systems that are being developed. And so I think really all. To answer your question, all systems are being. I see amazing projects all the time. Everything from today there's like amazing nonprofits to projects that are measuring self-actualization. Right? Amazing as that. To education. To another project I saw. It's another nonprofit where they're teaching children with their own wallets. It's a nonprofit to how to social impact and help the environment and help at age 4 and 5 years old and how to invest. I wish I was taught that at age 4. When you think about how this is going and how fast it's going, and then the next generations where they are at, it's going at a great pace. The question is who's going to do with the integrity, with the data, is going to do the positive things with the positive intentions. That's I think it's most important.
Definitely. All right then, Rob, thanks a lot for your time today, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Thank you very much.
No worries. Take care.